Hello snowboarders of the internet, I'm your host Avran LeFeber and this is Top 5s, the only weekly Top 5 show aids snowboarding that keeps on keeping on. The other ones might go on, but they don't keep on keeping on, if you know what I mean. Anyways, in this episode we're going to talk about the top 5 fun shapes for 2023-2024. That's right, you want a board with a unique shape that stands out, that still rips? This is the list for you. Number 5, the Korua Transition Finder. You got a pointy tip, a blunt tail, a board that can kind of go do everything, whether you're ripping pow or you're gonna go rip the park. You wanna set it on edge and rail a turn, it's gonna be able to handle it for you. This is one of those versatile decks with a unique shape, and in the Korua lineup, that stands true as well. Number 4, the Solomon Dance Hall. Pretty much the only volume shifted board on this list, and also the only board from Solomon with this good of a side cut. It actually turns exceptionally well. I do like the fact that you have that minimal tail, that kind of set back camber, so you're getting that pop, but the nose is soft enough that you can butter around. It's one of those party boards where you can go in the park, you can chase pow, you can cruise a groomer, you can ride slush, and you can skim a pond if you have to. Number 3, the Rome Staly Fish. They overhauled this board to differentiate it from the Service Dog, and it has become a completely new board. It's kind of like a little brother to the Freaker or the big brother to the Warden in my opinion, but the way that it rides, you get a ton of pop and response out of this. This is a deck that you can just boost a side hit, launch a cat track gap, go in the park, pop off the hip, tweak that method, or if you're really crafty, that crystal method. You know, I do. And you don't have to worry about the side cuts dialed in for railing carves when you absolutely need to, but the tips, even though they've got a lot of response, are still buttery where you want them to be. Number 2, the Nerd Superposition. What? There's a snowboard company called Nerd? Yeah, there is. Where you been for the last year? I've been hyping this brand up. You got that pointy tip, blunt tail, set back camber. You got urethane sidewalls that help dampen vibrations and are more durable when you ram them into rocks or rails. It's a board that you can pop off of anything with, just set that tail down and elevate that nose in pow. You can butter with it, it rails a decent carve. It's just very versatile for what it actually is. Honorable mentions, all great options, but just barely didn't crack the top 5 of this list. The Signal Yup, the K2 Antidote, the Nitro Dropout. Like I said, these are all great options and I love the way that they ride, but they just barely didn't crack the top 5 of this list. And the number 1 fun shape for 2023-2024 is the Battalion Beyond Metals. This is a whole new board this year. It's got slam back inserts for powder days, but what's even better about it is the camber, the side cut, the flex, and you got that 3BT, so it can get a little bit looser out in the tips when you want to play around, but you're still gonna get that precision and drive of camber underfoot. This board absolutely boosts, it rips, it's just a good all mountain freestyle board, and that shape is unique, which is what you want from this list. So it's one of those boards that's going to turn heads. People are going to be like, hey, what's that? And then, you're going to be talking to strangers and maybe you'll make some new friends. And then you get new riding buddies and then, you build your community. If it's me though, and you see me riding it, don't come talk to me. I've got enough friends. I'm cool with that. This has been my top 5 fun shapes for 2023-2024. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you own one? Are you going to buy one? Leave me a comment down below. Let's have a conversation about the snowboards on this list. If you're new here, remember to subscribe, click the bell, get those notifications. That way you're not missing any of the videos we got coming out for all you snowboarders of the internet. And if you really like what we're doing over here, do you want to support us further, swing on over to angrysnowboarder VIP and become a member. Sure, I could tell you more here, but I got a video over there that explains it so much better. As always, I've been your host, Avran LeFeber, and well, I've got to continue to be your host because I like riding fun shapes and making this list, and I'll see you in another video.